Because I'm feeling kind of purple, I gotta bear this mic and say, everybody in the galaxy, welcome back to planet Earth. Ooh, yeah, how we doing? I'm doing great. It's Tape Tuesday. Oh, it's my favorite day of the week. And I know that it's your favorite day too. Woo! We already have an extremely bustling chat over here, so cheers to everyone in the chat. We got Hen in the chat, of course. We got Draco in the chat. We got Claire right over there in the chat room. We got Kenneth in the chat with an early quote of the day. Thank you, Kenneth. Let's read it. I'm going to modify it a little bit, if you don't mind. Let's see. Kenneth with the quote of the day. Live as if you're going to leave planet Earth tomorrow. Learn as if you were going to live here forever. Let's live here forever. Let's make today a beautiful day on planet Earth. Let's surround ourselves in a beautiful, amazing purple orb. This is my song, In the Purple Orb. It's on my album, Vega Starshine. Check it out. All right. We got JJ in the chat. Welcome back, my man. We got Kiera in the chat, of course. It's good to see all these beautiful faces in the chat room on a Tape Tuesday. Ooh, I gotta get it moving. Yes. Let's make a tape loop. I got all the gear right on the magical table here. It's magic because it's analog video, right? Right. Let's get some light, right? Sometimes you need a little bit more light in this world. Still haven't figured out where to put the light, but maybe we should just keep it a little bit purple today. So if you joined us last week, we took one of these pre-recorded cassettes here and just cracked it open like an oyster. Or was it a clam, man? We're gonna make a tape loop out of a tape that does not have screws. And I got another one for good measure. All right. I'm gonna fire right in like Bill Alexander always says to do. And look, I got a nice little box here. I ordered a spare part for my TB03. It was missing the battery cover. I had Had to find one. There was only one for sale, and I got it. Yes. Okay, take the slip mat out. I guess we're pretty much ready to go here on that. You'll remember from last week, this had moldy tape in it, so I've just gone ahead and thrown that tape away. I don't want it. Not gonna do it. Okay, got my toolbox. That's great. Let's see. Let's get the splicing block out. Yeah, this is good. I got my new technique for making the tape loop as seamless as possible. We'll see if we can make it happen today. I want a very seamless tape loop today. Of course, I got my my janky Lego cassette tape dispenser. We're working with some Fuji high bias tape. All right, let's get it going. I keep joking about my tape timer. I need that tape timer. I'm gonna race myself. How fast can you make a tape loop? All right, let's see here. One of these days I'll have a dedicated tape loop making studio. That'd be really cool. So I got some splicing tape on the block, as you can see, and on the ruler, and that helps me get the perfect length. I do believe it's 9 inches. A 9-inch long tape loop, and fortunately we don't use any nails here in the tape loop making machine. 9-inch nails. And last week, yeah, I had a little bit of trouble getting the tape to get down in there in the splicing block. I'm telling you, this tape loop making process has a mind of its own. The first few episodes of Tape Tuesday, it was perfect, which was nice, because that was probably good encouragement for the show in general there. All right, so on this splicing block, I go for the angle cut, and it's right there. Not sure if you can see it or not. Maybe I'll zoom you in just a little bit. All right, so I match up this line here to this line there. I don't know if I need to explain my technique. I'll do a more in-depth video, I think, at some point on how it all comes together, but chances are, if you have a splicing block, you might have your own technique, and the other chances are that you do not have a splicing block. So you're going to just be doing it by hand with the scissors, probably, and I would recommend not doing an angle cut if you only have scissors. Just do the perpendicular cut. Okay, let's give thanks to the the big old block of Legos tape holder. I love that thing. I think I've been tempted to just take the tape out and just rock it like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll try that for the next one. But yeah, it's kind of a weird thing I got here. I have some tape leader. It's falling apart too, but I did have the tape coming out through here, and then I would measure it with tape leader. That's a good way to make tape loop. You get your preferred length there, and then you just pull the tape right out. Cut it. All right. So it is kind of a joke, my tape loop making timer, because I spend more time explaining things than just racing the clock. But I don't want you guys to be too much in the dark here, although it is very dark over here. That's because I got a lot of light inside. Oh, the endless jokes. Okay, so as you could maybe see, the way I have this lined up, I get this, I got it right there, and then I use the very edge of the ruler. That's why I have a bunch of different marks, because they mark different things, but I use the very edge of the ruler, and that's where I make my I don't know. It's not cut to length. It's just the workable cut or something. What do you call that? Anyways, most importantly, though, I have this little chunk of tape leader, and I got to put that over this area of the tape loop. Okay. There's that. I feel like the cassette tape has shrunk. Maybe because it's so dang hot around here. All right. So now if I take this and if I'm remembering correctly, I match it up to one of these splicing tape markers here on the splicing block. Yeah, I feel like the tape has indeed shrunken a little bit. Shrunken tape head. Shrunken? Shrunk? The tape is shrinking. So it's making my life a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. I will take on a challenge from now. Until then, every now and then. Wow. Something must be in retrograde. The one that deals with communication. But the one that deals with laughter, I don't know what planet that would be. Maybe Neptune. Oh, it's also in retrograde. No. Everything. Just kidding, guys. Okay. The most important thing, as you can tell, I've overlapped these tapes, and I make sure that little extra bit of tape leader is not covering where I'm going to cut it. But so effectively it is a loop right now, but it needs to be cut to size. And if I did my measurements correctly using my splicing tape markers, I'll be good to go. Okay, and once again, I do like a downward and forward motion here. And it's a kind of a quick cut. Shoo. That'll work. That was mainly, well, I don't know. On some microscopic level, it was going forward. You just don't want to chop it. It's not garlic. It's tape. Welcome back, everyone, to Tape Tuesday. So the thing about that leader, that tape leader there, it allows me to grab that bit of excess tape out of there without scratching the tape underneath, okay? That's kind of important. You don't want to mangle your tape. Oh boy, when we first got the splicing block, it was just mangling the tape. I thought I'd never figure it out, but I got it figured out. I feel pretty good about that. Right, so I will just push down the tape a little bit more. I don't really like to mess with it too much. We had Draco in the chat before the show asking how I like to get my cuts, and I have tried a lot of things of pushing it together to really butt it up to each other. I've tried the overlap. That's a mess. I'd probably say don't do the overlap, especially if you want to flip your tapes, because then you might have a little bit of a hanger jobber there. Anyways, okay, so you got to get yourself some of this perfectly sized cassette tape, splicing tape. And once again, it is Tape Tuesday, so I'm going to say the word tape at least 2,000 times, because you know what time it is. It's 222,000 times to say tape today. I'm on a roll. Or should I say, I'm on a reel. Maybe I'll be on a reel later on. And what I'm talking about, I might record some vocals onto a tape loop today. We'll just see. And that is looking a little bit shabby up there. I'm gonna trim off a fresh cut. You want to watch out for these little bits and bobs here. I guess they're just bits. Okay, and I have been using my splicing I've been cutting it at an angle. I have no idea whether that helps or not. Maybe someone in the chat knows, because I'd like to know if it's a bad thing to do that. But part of me feels like it eases the situation when it's rolling over the tape head. Okay, now this is the part where, oh boy, I feel like I got to get in there and get really close, because if you mess this up, you got to start over, and that wouldn't be too cool, would it? I think I got it. Great. I got it. And I just push that tape splice down a little bit. Okay, now don't lose your leader there. If you're so inclined to use my technique, I will make it, I promise videos all the time. I promise you I'll make a video on my technique. I might have to get a better camera, though, for that. And now this is being kind of a pain here. This is where you can mangle it. Woo, I lost my leader. Good thing I'm a leader. I'm the tape leader around here. No, this is my channel. Of course I'm the tape leader. It's funny. Always looking for new jokes. Okay, cool. Great. I think that's a happy tape loop. And take your extra bits out of here. You don't want to... Well, that's kind of a large extra bit, but when they're small, you don't want them to get stuck in your cassette tape or in your machines. That probably wouldn't feel so good. No, it wouldn't. All right, now I have been leaving the slip mats in. That's another thing that people could weigh in the chat room about. I don't do it for the tape. I do it for the reels. I've noticed that sometimes the reels get a bit squeaky, plastic against plastic. And that doesn't sound so good. All right. Hey, we got Gonzin in the chat. Welcome back, Gonzin. We got Dolphin in the chat. Welcome back, Dolphin. I got something in store for you, Dolphin. Can you guess what it might be? All right. Let me take a break from that just for 1 second, because those of you who know, you might know that's a strange position to be making a tape loop like this with a microphone in your face. How we doing in the chat room? We got Draco saying, great system, man. Very slick. It works. It took me, I think I spent about 3 to 4 days in a row, not full time or anything, but it was my main focus. I was trying to get that splicing block figured out, and I got it figured out. So I'm happy with that. All right, let's see. We got Kenneth in the chat with the fact of the day. We're gonna get Kenneth on the quotes of the day and the facts of the day. So here we go. Kenneth, in the U.S., over 436,000 cassette tapes were sold in 2023. Oh my gosh! I mean, yeah, of course there was way more sold in the 80s than that. I was thinking. Okay, wow, in 2023, that's amazing. That's good news, Kenneth. Let's finish this fact of the day. While this is a significant increase from previous years, that 2023, I wonder if 2020 had anything to do with that, because people were, they were in their hermit towers and their caverns, conjuring up beautiful sounds to breathe into this beautiful planet. Everything's beautiful, right? Okay, we got Dolphin in the chat. She's saying, I'm hoping for dolphins. Well, let's give you some dolphins. Dolphin! Let's see here. Switch over the view. I got the dolphin tape in here, but and we are using the Avalanche Run Echo and Delay today. It's kind of my ease setup without a cassette, without an MTR. For those of you who don't know, MTR stands for multi-track recorder. That is the electric archaic fact of the day. Most of you probably knew that. Some of you maybe not. Anyways, MTR, I really like that. Something about abbreviations that really work for me. Although EA is a strange one, because it's kind of just, everyone's just saying, yay! Woohoo, it's Tape Tuesday, yay! All right, I'm joking way too much. Let's get to business. But the reason why I brought the dolphin tape out today, dolphins, let's have a little listen to it. It's an older tape loop. We did that, as you can see here, on Tape Tuesday episode 6. That was episode 6. So, of course, I brought out the dolphin voice making synth, which is battery-powered synth. I love my battery-powered synths. And it's silly because I never showed you guys on on episode 6, I got these whales and dolphins on my Volca keys. It is I'm dubbing it the Universal Dolphin Voice Synth. And it sounds quite like a dolphin itself. But I like to do it on tape loop because the dolphin sounds, it's just a giant pitch bend, you know. Here, let's see if I can give you a little. This is doing the pitch bend on the keys, of course. That's funny. That sounds like some kind of strange Casio keyboard. So, yeah. We're going to make a new dolphin tape today because, let's hear it. There's a bad splice in this one. And I was listening back to some of my Ease shows, and I just didn't quite like that splice. All right, yeah, the echo's going forever here. Let's see. Maybe I'll turn the echo off and just give you let's have a listen because you hear that? It's got a chunky splice. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So I'm hoping that this beautiful tape loop we just made, happy tape loop, is going to have a real minimal splice so we can get a nice dolphin, an upgraded dolphin cassette tape loop. It's my thing. I gotta have dolphins in all of my shows. In case you're wondering, I'm talking about my Ease show. That's Electric Archaic Soundscape Expeditions. We did 2 episodes a couple weeks back. Trying to get ready for episode 4. And I was fixing episode 2. There's a lot of problems in that. But I've been fixing that up. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to release a triple. It's going to be Ease 01, 02, and 03 as a long, it's about 6 hours long. I might make it longer by adding some electrified rain. For a nice freaky sleepscape. I want to get into your subconscious and open up those crystal caverns and let's get it moving. Okay, speaking of getting it moving, let's get back to work. That's enough talking for the moment. We got to finish up our tape loop. All right, so here we are. We got the loop all nice and spliced. So, and I did grab these from the moldy tape. I salvaged the reels. I just it wasn't too bad. It looked worse on the episode last week, but I don't like to mess around with moldy in them. But I did grab both of these reels, so that's cool. We got an extra one. We're gonna need that at some point, but I did not measure for that. Maybe we can do. I don't know. I want to make one of those tape loops that goes outside of the cassette. We talked about that a little bit last week, and I saw that our friend Draco was making one of those on his Instagram earlier today. That's super cool. I want to do that. It makes me think about all the other strange ways we can get tape outside of the cassette shell to do the freakiness. Oh, speaking of freaky, it looks like I have a package from the mail. All right, so I'm just trying to find the splice there. I like to get that out of the way because I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a little bit, it makes the tape a little bit more stiff. So if you're trying to feed the tape into this strange area here, it makes it a little difficult sometimes. Anyways, oh, and that's another one of my steps in the technique. Get the reel out of there. We'll keep it real just a little bit later. And now the tension helps. I always talk about a little bit of tension on your tape is gonna help you. Yeah, that makes me think about I don't remember what episode it was, but... Oh, look, we've hopped the pin. I'm not sure if that's... I noticed we hopped the pin last week, too, and it was making the tape a little bit loose, which... I don't think that's the way. So I'm measuring... Yeah, see, look at that. That's nice. It's just right. It's nice and tight. Just right. So don't hop the pin unless you make it too tight, but... Okay, so now would be the time... where we, yeah, have you noticed one of my tools has not been used today, and it's the screwdriver, because this was our little oyster cassette. This even got the color of an oyster. How about that? Okay, so yeah, that would be the point in time where I would screw it back together. Although, hey, let's put that slip mat back in. I'm risking it, you guys. I'm risking losing the loop here. Okay, I guess I've been around. This tape loop has been around a few times. I like the slip mat for the reel. Is that the way it goes? Yeah, I think so. So we'll find out if that's a happy tape loop indeed. Now that's nice actually, because the teeth, they are ending... The teeth go all the way up on this loop. You might not be able to see that splice. Maybe you can. Yeah, it's right there. So that's kind of nice. Usually you're all scared and worrying about pinching the tape. Now it's making me wonder if this cassette here is worthy of being my next level dolphin cassette tape loop. It's also well, yeah, it's an oyster, and it's also kind of dolphin color. I got a magic eraser. We can scrape off all this text here, but it says, Jim Nabors sings. And I was thinking about just leaving the sings there. Or Jim sings, but then it would have to be a tape loop of how crazy Jim has a brother so dim. Let me tell you about his tape loop. Let me tell you about his inside jokes. All right. So with this, yeah, there are no screws to hold it together. So I'm gonna do a double function here. I don't know where I came up with that. Oh, it was a couple weeks ago. I did Tape Tuesday. I did 2 Tape Tuesdays on a Tuesday, and you know what? If I'm feeling good, I might do 2 Tape Tuesdays today, my friends. There's a lot of different time zones on this planet, if you guys weren't aware of that. So here's the double function. I'm gonna tape over the right protection tab there, and I'm gonna just continue it all the way down like a ninja turtle. Which turtle was the one with the orange? This is how my brain works, you guys. When you're born in the 80s, you're just always thinking about cartoons and Batman and things like that. So I think that'll be okay. It seems like it's not going to go on the fritz by itself. That's holding it together. And that, my friends, is how you make a tape loop out of one of those tapes that is sealed together. I didn't show you the part about where we shucked it like an oyster, but maybe I can just do that here. We're going a little bit backwards. It is retrograde. Some planets are pulling on us in a strange way. Planets. I'm gonna do that later. Forget it. Let's try this out. Let's figure out. I'm just too excited to find out if this is a happy tape loop or not. Because we got our dolphin tape loop, and it's got a... I don't know. We need a happiness scale for our tape loops. Now this one, yeah, we heard it. And it's got some weirder, lower things too. This is a motorcycle dolphin. I'm just trying to make a really good dolphin tape, because when we go down on those underwater seascape explorations, you gotta have dolphins. Now I'm gonna press play on there and I'll look for the splice. Come on. Yep, there it is. We got a happy tape loop as far as I can tell. Let's listen for the splice. Gotta listen for the splice. That's part of the ritual, right, Gonzin? Where's Gonzin? Okay, we got Master Tiger in the chat. Welcome back, Master. It's always good to have the chat family every Tuesday. every Tuesday. Master, are you just joining us? What I need to do is make a tiger tape loop. Maybe we could get that done today. I'm not sure. We'll see. We will just see. I'm going to catch up on the chat here for just a second, but let's see. I couldn't hear the splice either, by the way, you guys. I don't like to hear the splice. Sometimes I wonder if the tape's gotten stuck. It kind of does look like it's stuck. Oh no. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not seeing the splice. Well, wouldn't be Mercury retrograde without having to redo something. I don't know. It's probably those slip mats in there. Potentially. And oftentimes I've noticed that when it gets stuck, the splice is right there where I predicted. So when you put the tape into the tape machine, it goes ka-chink like that. And then you want to have it the right protection covering this side. Anyways, when the tape's going through like a tank tread, it often gets stuck right there. And it might be because it is threading the needle in there. I'm not sure if you can see that good at all, but that's a thin little slice that it's trying to weave itself into. I'm not sure what would remedy that. But, and the tape does look a little twisted in there too. You probably can't see that either. Hey, it's VHS, guys. We got Master Tiger in the chat saying, meow. Meow to you, my friend. Dang. Well, I got backup tapes, of course. You know I always got some backup tapes. Tape loops. Let me give it another chance here. And I wonder if that hurts the tape to be stuck there, and then you got the cap. I guess the capstan is just rolling, keeping it rolling on there. That, my friends, is not necessarily a happy tape loop. These things happen. All right, let's take the slip mats out and see if that helps a little bit. There might just be a bit too much friction or something. Maybe we can hop the pin. I always like to reserve that as an option. That's a last resort. All right, too bad. I hope that I don't like wasting materials. Although there's plenty to go around, I don't like wasting. Here we go. Doctor, why are you not turning? Okay, let's hop the pin. Which pin should we hop? If it's getting stuck right here, it's not necessarily going to help it to hop that pin, but let's hop this pin. Hop the pin. This is what I mean by hopping the pin. There's these, let's see, can you see that? There's these little plastic pins there. One on each side. And if you make a tape loop that's a bit too tight, you gotta watch out for that, because the playhead will snap it if it's very tight. Maybe, I don't know. Stuff's weird, you know, and nothing ever really stays the same. So I'm thinking I'll leave that slip mat on the underside there, and we'll try again real quick with this. And I don't have to be too careful, because again, look, check out these square teeth. Shout out to my 303. Look at those square teeth. Those are some. How many tape loops could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck was made out of tape? Oh boy, and I just pinched it. I thought I was invincible here. What is going on with this loop? That's part of the fun, I think. Oh yeah, got to get that splice out of the way. What you're hearing in the background is my long, I think it's one of my first soundscapes. It's called Electrified Rain. I am putting together a little bit of a show. I want to do kind of a cool live stream for that, but I got to get a program to randomize the graphics. I got these really cool drops of rain. They're these little, they look like 8-bit raindrops, but I want it to be completely random, and then I'm gonna have some magical ones that happen randomly. So hopefully that'll be kind of a cool hypnotic trance. So let's see. I'm hoping this works again. We gotta tape up this side. Anyways, how we all doing in the chat room? I know I gotta kind of have to leave you guys to your own devices when I make the tape loops. I hope you all had a really good weekend as well. I had a good weekend. I was just working on Ease, episode 2. I'm fixing it. There were some problems with that show, but I think I got it in a good shape now. Okay, let's hope that this is a happy tape loop. Indeed. You know the drill. Listen for the splice. Look for the splice. If you can't hear it, that is a happy tape loop. Now it makes me wonder, since a lot of these that I've got, these were books on tape. You can't see what's going on inside of them, so it's kind of strange. If I need to get a bunch more that are clear, but these white ones, they're kind of fun, I guess. I don't know. But it's just a shell for a loop. You can always take your favorite tape loop and put it in your favorite shell. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's happy. Let's see. I'll look for the splice one more time. Where's the splice? Where's the splice? There it is. I think it's very purple here today. I'm in the purple orb. Yeah. Okay. So, chat room. We got the chat room. Ooh, that's good. I always like it when my tape loops are happy. Let's clear up some space and pull out the Volca keys. That's my resident dolphin synth. You know, because it's got a dolphin sticker on it. And a whale sticker, too. It's similar sound, right? And it's weird. The knobs were coming off of this thing. Not sure why, but it was happening. What would make that happen? Time, I guess. All right, I got a cable. I got a 1/4" to auxiliary. I don't know. It's 3.5 millimeter, and I think that the keys does okay going out mono. Mono e mono. That's another one of those things I say every time. All right. Let's change the mood. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Right. Let's turn this dolphin machine on. Okay. I got oodles of cassette noodles happening around here. Gotta clean up just a little bit. Here we go. So, let's head on over to the Tascam and set it for record. I guess we're just ready to fire right in with a brand new dolphin cassette tape loop. We've got our electromagnet taped. Now I'm just joking with you guys. How many times can I say tape on Tuesday? You have to be saying it for a reason, though. It doesn't count if you're just saying it one after the other. We got Richard in the chat. Welcome back, Richard. Richard's saying big, thick, heavy raindrops. That's electrified rain. I'm playing it from the Ableton here. I do have a cassette version of that, and I can play that for you in a second if you want to hear how crunchy it is. But we're getting the dolphin tape version 2. Ready. Okay, Tascam time. My favorite time. It's my second favorite machine in the galaxy. Well, I don't know. The galaxy's got probably a lot of machines I don't even know about. Okay, let's set it for mic line on track 1. Whoa, I'm so sorry about that, you guys. That was a bit too much. Yikes. Okay. These things happen. Are you awake? Well, you're awake now. Why is that so dang loud? I guess I can... There we go. You know what you're signing up for. When you join Electric Archaic in his studio cave, there might be some strange sounds happening, and that was a bit strange. It was a bit loud. That was a bit in the past. We won't talk about it anymore. Let's move on. Let's move forward. So, with the Korg Volca keys, it sounds great like a dolphin already, right? A little bit of echo magic there. I think that'll be okay, but I'm tempted to say that the unison... Let's go for the unison. That's the oscillator mode over here. There's a bunch of different strange ones. I'll show you if you want to know. That might be fun. We should do that one. I think we'll stick with unison for the first track. I'll turn the reverb and the echo off for now so we can get ourselves a happy recording. Now, I was thinking about doing something with the, I guess, what is it, a sawtooth? It sounds like a sawtooth. I was thinking about just using the, what is it called here? It's called poly, so polyphonic. And it was, I think it's sawtooths all the way up until unison ring and poly ring. But I was thinking about making a tape loop that had, that did sound on sound with the same note and making a super saw that way. But I don't know if it would degrade pretty bad. We could try it, but I'm for this one, on this first track, I just want to do a tiny bit of sound on sound and try to get a really, hopefully, pretty seamless dolphin voice, because the dolphin sounds like, on this tape loop, it sounds like the dolphin's choking on an oyster shell, which doesn't feel so good for the dolphin. Or the oyster. All right, let's pick a note. Any note. We got the pitch control and the Tascam. I want to talk about frequencies and tuning at some point, but since I do multiple layers of analog, this and that, it's just really hard to tune things up. It's not like a guitar or a digital piano. These frequencies are free, and they're also freaky on the Quincy. I'm chopping words like tape loops. Now I sound like an MC. I'm chopping words like tape loops on a Tape Tuesday. I gotta work on my MCing skills. Okay. Ooh, let's do it. We gotta make it happen. All sorts of little things happening. Let's see. That might be a good one for the dolphin. I got the Tascam over here. The pitch is, well, we're in Walkman mode. I've modified my motor to play at half speed, which would be normal speed. I call that Walkman mode. Tascams normally play about 2 times the speed of a normal Walkman or cassette tape player. So I got that plugged in here, and I got the pitch dial halfway up. That might be a good place to start, because we can go low and we can go high from there. So I'll pick up kind of a mid I think that's the note. That is the note. I got to make sure the sustain is on because it's got to travel the whole length of the loop. And the release sounds good. Maybe I'll have the attack come on a little bit slower. Maybe even slower if I'm going to do sound on sound here. That should do it, I think. That might make a perfect dolphin voice. Okay, we're on track 1 here on the Tascam. Let's record it. All right, and I debate whether to look for the splice, and since I can't see the splice going down through here, I can only see it through the little tape window. I like to try to find it if I can and start my recording when I think the splice has passed the tape head, and then I just let whatever happens on the outro of it. But so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll hit record on the machine, and then I'll hit the note on the keys. I'll give you a little half and half there, and let's check the level really quick. That looks good, nice and strong. We want a strong dolphin. We want all our dolphins to be happy. Right, dolphin? Where are you? Okay, I'm looking for the splice. It's hard to see that splice. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Okay, we're gonna hit it right after the splice goes. There it is. Boom. All right, so that should be hopefully a good sound on sound. Track number 1 for the dolphin. This is the dolphin redo tape. Did I say it was some sort of a retrograde? Yeah, when the planets pull on you. Did you guys know that Mercury is an extremely dense planet? It's tiny, but it's very dense, and I think it's mostly made out of iron. So it can really pull on other celestial bodies. Anyways, I was going to say, I'll try not to get too woo-woo here, but actually, maybe I should try to get more woo-woo here. What do you guys think of that? Woo! Well, there's always time for that. Let's hear our dolphin voice. Track number 1. A little bit of crunch. I think that's the splice. It's not too bad. It's certainly more clean than the last one. We can do a quick comparison if you want to hear the old one. Let's hear the old one. Yeah, see, that one's got the chunk splice and then a bit of a dropout there. So I think we're on the right track here. We're doing a good review. And of course, you need some echo. Wow, powerful. We'll make a chipmunk tape loop at some point too. Or we'll just do that with the echo. That is Happy Dolphin tape loop track number 1 for ya. Oh, that makes me excited. Yeah, I just couldn't... we gotta upgrade. We've got to evolve. Give me a like and subscribe if you agree. And you can evolve right here with me on Electric Archaic's Freaky Tape Tuesday radio show. I wish copyright strikes weren't a thing, because I could just play you all sorts of my favorite music, but that's what SoundCloud's for, right? See what I did there? Harmless self-promotion. Hey, it's my channel. I can promote my stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's pop into Tascam speed here. Let's hear a very happy dolphin indeed. Let's give it some pink. We've got some pink river dolphins. Do they make the same noises? I bet you they do. I bet you they do. Here we go. So that's a pretty good dolphin voice, I think. What we got to do now, though, we got to give a range. There needs to be a bit of a range. So I'm in Tascam mode. That's running the motors 2 times fast. Let's hear the pitch as fast as it can go on that voice. Right. So over here on the vocal keys, we need to get a little bit higher. It's set up for track 2. Helps to do. Track 2. Boom, boom. We are ready for record. All right. And the EQ. I'm not sure if the EQ affects the signal going in. I need to verify that somehow. Maybe someone in the chat would know if that is indeed the case. We got Caleb in the chat. Welcome back, my friend Caleb. He's saying, just tape it in. Tape it in. Tape it in. That reminds me of when you get a nice suit, you got to take it in. But on this show, it's taping it in. We got Dolphin in the chat. She's saying, there it is. I want to jump in. We're jumping in. We are making dolphins. For those of you just joining us, dolphin tape loops with the Volca keys. You know, you just need a sawtooth. I was getting mixed up there. I know it's square wave and sawtooth, but I often say square tooth because these cassette tapes, they got square teeth and they're trying to chomp her down onto your tape and it's no fun. Right. So we gotta take it higher. Electric Archaic Avenue. Let's take it higher. That's as high as track 1 will go. Let's take track 2 a little bit higher. We got to also harmonize too, so it's... Yikes, that is very high up indeed. Maybe I'll... We are running the Tascam at full power, full speed here, so if I record that... Maybe I'll change the waveform here a little bit. Some resonance? I don't know, guys. It's just... You really just need kind of a straight-up tone there. And then you can also play it on a cassette tone style outboard. I guess it's an outboard. Where's my cassette tone? That'd be fun. I'm gonna have to grab that maybe for later. Let's increase the... Yeah, okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Track 2. That'll be the high boy dolphin. I'm trying to get a healthy level here and also not annoy you guys too much. Okay, I'm looking for the splice. You know the drill. I will hit record when I think the splice has passed the playhead. Okay, looking for the splice. Where are you? There it is. Okay, let's get one more loop. When you catch it once, you can catch it the next time a little easier. All right, ready? Here it goes. Okay. I'll look for it once again. That might be some sound on sound, which we're fine with. Let's hear it. Need this dolphin tape so bad. And I'm not sure if the... it has a pulse to it. It's getting a little bit louder and then it chills out. It's a constant tone though, which is good. And that's the nature of tape loops. It might just be because of the sound on sound. So where the sound is spliced over onto itself, it's a little louder, and it should be doing some kind of a unison or like a super saw, which I think we should experiment with that here. Maybe on track 4, we'll just record the same tone, and I'll let it loop around on record. I don't know how many times should we try. How many waveforms do you need to get a real super saw? Oh, that's funny in the chat room. Yeah, Richard. I don't know. Should I say that? Yeah, I got a response for that one, Richard. We got Richard in the chat saying, I asked Chabby T what Mercury's gravity is like compared to Earth's, and it said, lay off the, the things that you pull in the garden. It was saying don't pull plants that are out of place in the garden. You know what, I'll respond to that. Lay off the Chubby tea. The chubby tea. Unless you're talking about a tea bar, but it's not Feedback Friday, so we're not talking about tea bars today. And for those of you who don't know, a tea bar is how you mix video, especially on these old analog video mixers. Lay off the chubby tea. You guys know I always give my own nicknames to things. Although I don't have a nickname for that thing that you mentioned, which shall not be mentioned in the chat from the chat. Okay, but it wasn't gravity, though. It was density. The gravity, I'm sure, is a lot less than Earth, but the density is there. I think it's more... oh, gosh, you're making me go into Google here. The original Chabby Tea. Oh, man, what a strange future we find ourselves in. Mercury density let's compare it to the moon. Compared to the moon, because the moon pulls on us too. Okay, this is the Google Chabby Tea. Gemini. Mercury's really well. Gosh, we're getting woo woo all of a sudden. I think it says Mercury has a significantly higher density than the moon. Mercury's average density is about 1.43 grams per centimeter, while the moon is about 3.34. Is that grams per centimeter squared? Cubed. Sometimes. Okay, this means Mercury is roughly 1.6 times denser. I kind of want to say roughly 1.6 times more dense than the moon. This difference in density is primarily due to Mercury's larger and denser metallic core, composed mainly of iron and nickel, whereas the moon is largely composed of silicate rocks. That's because when... oh, dang, what was that planet's name? Was it Theia? Planet Theia? Yeah, we're getting real cosmic today. It's the dolphins. They bring it out of us. You know, we're making a new dolphin tape loop, and they're bringing out the cosmic perspective on us. I love it. Theia, Theia. Theia is a hypothetical planet proposed to have existed in the early solar system that is believed to have collided with the early Earth, proto-Earth, approximately 4.5 billion years ago. I don't think I was in this solar system at that point in time. Who was, though? Maybe someone. The giant impact hypothesis, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what I was going to say about Theia and the moon, I imagined that all of the iron in the core of Theia, if there was iron, went into Earth, and that's why we have such a powerful magnetic field, because we got two cores as one. I saw a cool, like a little video animation on Instagram the other day. Someone... It was the sun screaming at Proto-Earth and Theia to get back in your orbits, get back in your orbits. And then Proto-Earth and Theia, oh, I love you. Ah, boom. And then they become the Earth and the moon. All right. I sure don't have a tape timer, but I have an internal cosmic woo-woo timer. I think I reached my limit there. So we have our dolphin tape loop happening here. We got track 1 and track 2. Let's see how they do. Whoa. That's cool. That's an octave unison dolphin. So now we need some lower ones. You think I would have thought of that before I started. I could have gone from high to low, but because I don't think we want to go any higher than that. That's pretty high, I think. And let's give it some echo. Ooh. The sound is strong with this one. That's turning out very nice. That was another thing that was weird with this, the Tape Tuesday episode 6 Dolphin tape loop, is that we went very low on the other 2 tracks. We're following a similar format here. Let's see. First track was medium. The second track was lower. Okay, so now that sounds like some bumblebees, which are also great. And that just sounds like, did you guys ever play the F1 Game Boy game? I'm gonna have to break out my Game Boy at some point and make a tape loop out of that. We could potentially do that today, but I didn't do my homework, so it would be just a lot of me trying to figure out how that one cartridge works. Little Sound DJ. It's kind of a third party. It's not made by Nintendo. LSDJ. Game Boy game. It's a tracker. It's a tracker. All right. We got Kiara in the chat saying pollen harvesters. Yeah, so that's the dolphin and bumblebee tape, I guess. Dolphins and bumblebees, stick around, honey, please. That's definitely still dolphin-y there. Okay, so that's why we gotta make some different notes here. Maybe we won't go too low with it. Okay, back to the dolphin tape loop, version 2. Let's set up track 3 for record. You know the drill, my friends. Setting it up. Make sure the bass. Make sure. I don't know. Did anyone confirm if the EQ affects the input signal? I gotta figure that out. It would be nice to just do a high pass right out the gate there. Anyways, okay, so we got track 3. Let's see. Let's harmonize a bit. This is an octave. And on the synth, we could go a little bit cosmic with it. That sounds kind of... I think that's what we'll do. But I wanted to try some different waveforms too, I think. Is that going to sound like a dolphin, though? That one will. It's pretty high, though. Kind of harsh. Turn down the filter a little. Maybe that'll smooth it out a little. And it's got an LFO happening. Somehow. Oh, I think I messed around with the LFO. It's on triangle, which is what you would want it to be. Is that running the LFO or not? I can't tell. I just turned the rate down. That's kind of freaky. I'm not sure about that. It's always somewhat of a task deciding what note to put down on tape. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to decide on what note to use here. It's going to be my number one dolphin tape for the foreseeable future. I got to think about this. I got to do the think. That might be the one. But always remember, you're the one. Okay, I'm going to fire in. Let's record it. Looking for the splice. There it is. I'm going to do the super soft thing here. Maybe I'll tweak the filter. I'm just letting it slide. How many times should I record this? It's gone around at least 4 times now. Let's see how that sounds. Hopefully it's just not a garbled mess, because we've learned that it's hard to delete or erase sound from the splice of a tape loop. That is hard to do. There's always a little bit of sound that gets stuck in that splice. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. It's because the particles on the, those little iron atoms in there. In this case, I guess it would be chrome atoms, because it's a high bias tape. Oh yeah, look at me. That doesn't sound particularly super saw-ish. Let's give it the dolphin test. That is a bit smoother. Hey, that might be the trick. You just let the tone record 4 times. And that's smooth, actually. We didn't notice how smooth that was. Listen. There's a little bit of a drop. That's great. I got to go get the cassette tone proto board. We can make a little melody with the dolphins. Let's give some more of that reverb. Free all the dolphins! Oh my gosh, I love dolphins so much. I love whales, I love tigers, I love caterpillars. And bumblebees, stick around, honey, please. All right, we got the bustle in chat talking about trackers. I got the Polyend tracker. That's a powerful machine. What were you saying you had, Draco? Well, Draco's saying LSDJ is legendary. I got it. And I got a stack of stickers for that too. I'm gonna have to put that in my sticker pack, version 1. I got so many things I gotta do, you guys. But we'll do it. Anyways, what tracker were you talking about? It was like a MD. Man, there's just too many types of gear out there. Too many names. Anyways, forget it. Polyend, yeah, the Polyend Tracker Mini. Draco has the M8. Is that the one that it's got the keyboard keys on it? I guess I can pull that up real quick. M8 Tracker. Let's track it. Yeah, that's the one that has it's got a couple of keyboard keys on it. Oh, I gotta use my tracker more. I got it for traveling, and it's really nice just sitting on the beach with a pair of headphones making some drum and bass. I love that. And it's got that crunch. It's got that lo-fi, what is it, 12-bit or something? I don't know what bit it is, but it does do the good old kind of Akai crunch. But you can't beat the analog tape crunch. You got to combine the crunch sometimes. So that's great. I think we got a nice smooth dolphin voice there. It does drop out a little bit, but I don't know if you can help it. If I could get a perfect tone on tape, it might be that you have to record the tone to tape, and then you cut your tape loop out of that. We ought to try that. Maybe we'll try that here in a minute, but I got to think of what tape I will sacrifice for that. What tape? I have so many tapes, but they're all either brand new or tape loops already. Let's set up for track 4. I got to probably get a lower tone here. We got these. Right, so let's set up for track 4 and get the Volca keys ready. I can't hear it for some reason. There we go. These will be the low where I've turned the filter down a little bit. Can get a little harsh. You don't want that. I feel like things have gone out of tune a bit, which makes for a nice kind of 80s vibe, but I like a little bit of detuning, but too much is too much. Let's give it some bass. I'm having a problem tuning that up. I might have to switch back over into Walkman mode. That'll slow us down, but I think they overlap, so I'll be able to tune the tape to the synth. Yeah, okay, so let's hear that now. They do have some overlap, which is nice. Let's do it. I'm going to saturate the tape a little bit. You know I love to do that. Saturation. Okay. How do you like the freaky half and half? I do that with my E's show. We do the jellyfish. But it's a Tascam and another Tascam, so you don't really know which one is doing the thing. But in this case, you do know. Sounds nice and tuned up. Let's go for it. And adding just a little bit of detune on the synth. That's gonna make a nice tape loop, I think. Let's see. All right. Now, should I do the multiple orbits on this, or just try to do the splice? Minimize the sound on sound. I'm just talking to myself over here. I do it every Tuesday. Okay, let's see. I'm having a tough time with this splice. I feel like I need more clear cassette cases. There it is. Okay. That should be it. I think maybe I did double sound on all those other ones. I forgot to watch the splice. So once the splice goes over and you hit record, you see it again, and then it's stop record. That's how I guess, did it. I do it differently a lot of times. Now, there's a big dropout on that. It is okay. That's kind of the vibe of the tape loops. They always have a bit of a rhythm to them. And that sounds very crunchy indeed. Oh, I love it. So it helps to have a bit of a bass on there. I know that doesn't really sound exactly like a dolphin, but maybe it can. Maybe it can be the Master Orca. I know we got Master Tiger in the chat, but where's Master Orca? Maybe that's me. I don't know. I'm not trying to change my name this late in the game. Sounds more like a spaceship to me. Kind of some kind of a... turn down the delay. Whoa, that's going crazy. I haven't fully figured out this. Well, it's a stereo echo and reverb pedal, and so when I feed it in a signal, it's coming out of the Tascam mono. So what I do is I send 1/4 inch out of the Tascam into the left input, and then same with the right coming out of the other Tascam. And I've noticed that if you don't have the dry wet all the way up on the avalanche run pedal, it seems to do some summation and even some phase cancellation. So I got to kind of figure out. Maybe I'll just... It's been a problem, and I'll show it to you guys. I showed it to you last week, but if you're curious, this is what I'm using. This is what I have been using on my Ease show. Good old avalanche run. And it's blinding, too. I usually put a seashell over that to dull down that. Especially when you get into like the hyper fast. But you can self-oscillate, which is kind of fun. Now, that sounds very sci-fi. So I'm glad you went with the very low sounding last track on that. I would call it a voice, but it's not a dolphin voice. It's just a bass. That's the depths that the dolphins are swimming in. Ooh. That reminds me of Kiera's latest release, Swimming In, on Iboga Records, Iboga Tech. Sofa Beats. One of those. Check it out. Right. So, hey, we got a dolphin tape. We got version 2. I like it. And I also like you. I like to just be a total freak on the live stream. It's all about having fun. Give me a like and subscribe if you've been having fun here today. I appreciate that. We're going to do Tape Week when I hit 500 subscribers. Did you know? And we're getting close. Where are we at now? I'm sure someone will give us an update. When we started the stream, we were at 409. 409. I prefer the spit clean myself, but there is 409. Iboga Records, that one. Yeah, Kiera, Swimming In. That's a nice track. Okay, I'll promote some of my people here. Draco has a new EP out, Tape Loops, on Bandcamp. We'll have to... Well, the link is in the community Discord chat room. If you guys want, I can post that link right now. But stay with us. We're not quite done here for Tape Tuesday, but there is an invite to the community Discord. I'd love to see you over there. It's our after party. It's the Electric Archaic after party. And that's a good place to be. But yeah, Draco posted a link to his Bandcamp in the community Discord for a new EP. One of them was called Playa Dust. Was that because we were talking about how one of your tape machines looked like it had been buried in the playa for at least a year? I think people find all sorts of strange things buried in the playa. All right, so that concludes our harmless... It's harmless self-promotion, but what's the other kind? Harmless, I'm promoting you. For ya. We got a lot of talented people here. You're welcome, Draco. Love that cat. Although, with the name Draco, are you more of a dragon? Show us your wings. Are they... What color are your wings? Draco in the chat. He says exactly. Hopefully you're one of those good dragons. I got a really old song. My friend Garrett McLean and I, we've been making music since way back. I've been making music even longer with Kiera and my dad. That's JJ. What's up, dog? Woof, woof. It's all about the animals. And hey, when are you going to release that song, Animals? JJ, my friend. JJ, my dad. I grew up in my dad's recording studio. That's why this is my life. This is my life. Anyways, we're talking about animals. It's we got Hen with the monkeys. We made a monkey tape loop for Hen a couple weeks back, and that made a A strange appearance at the end of Ease, episode 2. Yeah, I like that. And what have we done? We did the Black Sheep tape that I will never play again. And I don't want to even tell you what episode that was because it was a very strange time indeed. We got Kenneth, who's a fox. You see my ears? I'm a fox. That's a quote from Bill Alexander. Gosh, I love Bill Alexander. Bill Alexander is a fox because he had all these tricks with the painting, all these techniques. I'm gonna have to get that, pull that one out of it, and use it some more. Yeah, we got Hen in the chat with the orangutan emoji, right? Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Let's play Hen's tape. Where I saw that earlier. Let's have a little bit of an animal segment here. I need more animals though. That's the thing. I need some bird sounds. I think we might get some jungle bird sounds here at some point. Ooh. Where's Hen's tape? Oh, should I get it? Should I get it? Here, I'll leave you with a little bit of a drone here. That is a hefty drone. I should be looking for Hen's tape here. All the tape loops. Most of these tape loops we've made on the show, the white ones. Well, no, we made some clear ones too, but look at that. Life is like a box of tape loops. Fine candies. Okay, this is the Tuesday the 3rd. That was our TD3 tape loop. Let's see here. Where's Hen's tape? I saw it earlier, but they all look the same, so I will never find it quickly. That's a nice drone. Ooh. I'm happy with the tape loop today. I had to do it. I was tempted to pull out the OB6. I just don't have a whole lot of room. I'm pushing for the studio upgrade. I've been saying that since the beginning of my show, but it'd be nice to get some more space. Although I like the feeling that I'm in the purple orb. I'm in like a little space pod here. In the galaxy. Alright, so I got another box of tape loops. I've kind of have these organized from Ease shows. I don't like to replay the tapes too much, but I think episode 4, I don't know, when should I do that, guys? We could do Ease episode 4. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I just want to do it, that's the thing. Okay, that's Submarines and Bubbles. I should play you some of these tape loops, but I got quite the collection here. Where is Hen's tape? That's Bubbles and Bass. There's another Playa Dust reference for you. Bubbles and Bass. Maybe I'll play that. That's the horn tape. Hen's tape. It's always the last one you look. It's always in the. What did my grandpa used to say? It's always in the last place you look for it. That's because you stop looking for it when you find it. Yeah, I gotta... Oh, man. So many shows. Let's play Hen's tape. Let's get some monkey business going on today. Let's see. I can't remember what speed we recorded it at, but there it is. Here we go, Hen. This one's for you. Sounds crunchy. And that's the big gorilla one there. Seems like all the bass tracks end up on track 4. We got Kiara in the chat saying, it's always the last place you look. I guess props to anyone who keeps looking for what they already found. I'm looking for something that I already found. I'm looking for something and I'll run around. Hey, that's a cool song. You think I can make that a tape loop? We need to try to make mini songs on tape loop. That might be fun. I'm looking. You think I can get it though? I have to run it really slow, and then we'll do a little bit of it. Then we'll have our chipmunk tape loop. I'm looking for something I've never found, and I'm looking for something. Yeah. There's a weird thing with this Tascam. I haven't figured it out with the microphone. It seems to record multiple tracks into the right. I don't even want to talk about it because I wanted to make a tape loop with my voice today, and then I realized, oh yeah, there's something I don't understand about the inputs on the mic line, or no, it's just a mic input on the back of the Tascam. It'll let you record. I can show you. Check it out. So you get a clean track using the left mic input, and it gives you one. We didn't have very strong levels on that, I guess. So that's just one voice. And then on this second track, it's got a whole bunch of voices, which are also on these tracks. The low one, the left one, went backwards onto... I don't get it. That sounds like... Oh, what's the animal in Minecraft that sounds like? Not a villager. Kind of like a villager. Next time, I don't know. What do we want to do for the remainder today? I know we didn't do Monosynth Monday yesterday. Oh, why didn't we do that? Because I needed a little bit of a break. And it was nice. It was very nice. I was outside in the sunshine, getting my vitamin D the natural way. Of course. So that's Hen's tape. Whenever I meet Hen in person, I'm going to have that tape in. It's yours, Hen. It's yours. All right. So, okay, that's the old dolphin tape. Let's do a quick comparison. Let's hear the dodgy dolphins for one last hurrah. Maybe I can use both. I can have two Tascams going, and I'll do double dolphins. We can do that. But I do think that the new dolphin tape is a winner. Chicken dinner. It's pretty good. It's still a great dolphin tape. It's just got spaceships with it. It's like Jet Moto up in there. Remember in Jet Moto, that old PlayStation game where they'd go onto the water? We got Richard in the chat saying, I was looking for my car keys, but I found so much more. What'd you find, Richard? Did you find some machines? I just always think of that Aphex Twin track. I hope you had a chance to listen to that, Richard. I have no idea which one it is. It's probably on the album Come to Daddy. But there's a point where one of... So Aphex Twin, his name is Richard D. James, and there's a point where one of his, it's like his grandma or something. You have so many machines, Richard. I just think of you. I think of you and Aphex Twin at the same time. But did you find some machines? I want to figure out how to have the Tascam laugh at my jokes, so then I can always have an audience of one laughing with me. And that might be the one to do it with. Hey, stop laughing at me. Wait, I just told you to. Oh. It's way too much. Way too much reverb. It's an amateur mistake. It's fun getting I have a Macintosh Plus that I also have to pull out. We heard a little bit of that on E's episode 3. The weird text-to-speech computer voice. And I try to get the computer to laugh, and it's kind of weird because it just goes, ha, 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 ha. I don't know. I gotta. What can give me some formants? The Volca FM. I need a Joker tape loop. I really need that for my next big 303 song. I want to have the Joker laugh on a tape loop going. You guys know that when the Joker. This is a spoiler alert. Who hasn't seen the 1989 Batman? Wow. Really, maybe there are some people who haven't seen the 1989 Batman, but I'm going to spoil it for you. And when the Joker dies, he's got this bag of teeth. it's just like a walking. I don't know. What are those things? The wind-up teeth. He's got a little bag of wind-up teeth, and it's going. Because even though Joker had left the planet, he was still having fun. He was feeling a little bit purple, too. Feeling kind of purple, I want to build the mic and say. That's a dolphin tape loop for today. We want to do anything else, guys? Or should I let you go? I know I got a lot of people hanging in the chat room from across the pond. How late is it there? Am I keeping you awake? Yeah, nice. Woo. Let's see. Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours. That's a good episode. Maybe I'll let you go. I don't know. I'm tempted to do a double function today. I gotta get outside, get a little bit of nature vibes, choo, and then maybe I'll come right back on when all of you Europeans are asleep. We got Kiara in the chat saying it's almost 11 in the PM. That's not too late. For some reason, I thought that you guys were awake I was taking you into the 2 a.m. hours. Maybe on Monosynth Monday, because we start an hour later. So 2 hours, so it'd be midnight for you if this was a Monosynth Monday show, but it's not. We got Master Tiger still here in the chat. I don't know. I'm toying with the idea of just having kind of a weird talk show, because I like to talk to you guys, and I love the bustle in chat, but I'm not sure. I'm sure we could find some things to talk about, but I'm not sure exactly what the theme would be if we're not doing music. Maybe you just have to do the music. Something. We got Kiara in the chat saying, "Why are you kicking out the Euros?" I'm not kicking you guys out. I got more in me for my Tuesday. Maybe I should do a tape Tuesday for Asia, and I would just do that on Monday night for me. I don't know. I think Night Capacitor, I probably won't be doing much talking on my Night Capacitor show, which you guys have yet to see. I even got my t-shirt for it. It's Freaky Teddy. Oh, hey, we got Freaky Teddy. We can do a Freaky Teddy's got the mail. Hey, Freaky. Let's do a little Freaky Teddy segment here. Okay. He's yelling from me, saying, "Get me off the floor." We got... Oh, you guys are hilarious. I sure love all of you guys. My chat family. Did you guys get the Discord link? I think all you guys have already been in the Discord. Let's see about that. Whoa. All right. That's a lot of excitement. I usually say that on Monday, but since we didn't do Monday, I had extra excitement for you. Oh, we got Hen. Hey, thank you, Hen. Hen is saying, because nobody mentioned today, 94 left till tape week. That sounds... Is that right? I had 40... Jeez. Did we lose a subscriber or two today? That's fine. Be on your way. Let's see. I started with 409. My math maybe ain't mathin'. No, well, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I lose some really old subscribers because they can't handle the freakiness. And it's probably right when I put Freaky Teddy on, they just they unsubscribe. Yo, this guy's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, now we're sitting at 111 subscribers. So is that mathin'? I don't think the numbers update very well. For me, they seem to... It was sitting on 409 the whole stream. I don't know. Servers and stuff. Look at me pulling out my calculator to do simple math. What a weirdo. So if we got 500 minus 411... What's the 411? It's 89. 89 subscribers to go. And that's a nice shout out to the 1989 Batman, which I spoiled for ya. You all know the Joker dies, right? Come on, it's Batman. Anyways. I sure like to say that when I ain't got nothing better to say. I'm just chilling with you guys, hanging out. This is like my chat segment. Sometimes I get a little bit... He's saying 90... Oh, no, 91. 89. Oh, no, 91. Wait. What numbers are you looking at, Hen? I'm looking at right now saying I have 411 subscribers. That's great. The reason why I'm talking about that because the moment, as soon as I can, the moment I get the notification that we've hit 500 subscribers on Electric Archaic's YouTube, I'm going live, and it's going to be Tape Week. We're going to do a Tape Tuesday every day for a week. Woo! Tape Week. I can hear Master Tiger right now. And then Master Tiger will swiftly gear up for Tape Year. I'm sure glad to have all you tape heads here. There he is, Master Tiger in the chat. Tape Year? With a question mark? Tape Year? Maybe, but probably not. I do appreciate going outside. They say that you should try to balance your digital computer time with outside time, but it would be nice if we could, have more outside time and less computer time. But it just so happens I got a lot of machines, Richard, and we're going to let them slide. Okay, so, yep, it's Teddy time. I need a theme song for the Freaky. We got Freaky Teddy. Haven't seen you in a while, Teddy. How you been? I think we decided that Freaky Teddy is going to have some kind of strange reversed cassette tape, chipmunk style voice, right? That's the Teddy talking. Thanks for the mail. Let's open this up. What could it be? This is great. I love getting mail. I love finding a sweet deal on the net. That was one Freaky Teddy right there. Whoa, I see you, Teddy. Sure is cute, though. Oh, boy. Oh, the old 90s shows I will copy. What was that? Mr. Rogers had a freaky puppet on a train that brought the mail in? I just don't watch enough Mr. Rogers to remember the name of that freaky puppet, but I'm going for something. And I think we've got it. Let's open up the mail. Where's Draco? Draco might appreciate this one. Gosh, we've got Draco, I think, wins the prize for having the most MTRs, multi-track recorders, out of anyone I know. Besides eBay itself, my friend, you win the blue ribbon for multi-track recorders. Some kind of a... I heard it sounded like you were going to maybe do some workshops, which I think is really cool. I wish I could come fly out to the UK and attend one of your workshops. Maybe someday. Maybe someday you'll come attend one of my workshops. Although this kind of is. But you're here. You already made it. All right. Well, let's check it out. Ooh. Bubble wrap. I prefer bubble wrap to the dreaded polystyrene, of course. That stuff gets all over the place and it sticks. Stick electricity. Yeah. Ooh. This is not an MTR. It's just, I guess, an R. Wait, no. It's a CTR. Yeah, cassette tape recorder. It's not a multi-track recorder. It's a cassette tape recorder. Look at this. It's a beauty. Ooh. Give me some love in the chat room for that. It's a nice shiny one. It's looking like a 303, I do say. I like it. Oh, I love this one. I saw this on probably Instagram years ago. It was not the realistic CTR. It was, I'm not sure what company had made it, but it was, someone was using it as a computer data cassette thing, and it said that on there, like computer compatible, similar to the one that Draco had posted in the group Discord before the show. But this was the same body, probably the same manufacturer, just a different name to it. And let's check it out. Oh boy, I didn't get to see the battery sector. Let's see. I'll just tell you here. Let's have a look. Yes, it's a clean battery terminal. You see that? You gotta have a clean machine. I can't stand it when batteries have exploded on old machines, because it's a pain for the battery terminal itself. But that alkaline, I guess it's well, they call it battery acid, but does that mean that it's actually alkaline? I don't know. I know that when you're walking on the playa dust, you can burn. It can burn your skin because it's so alkaline. Anyway, so the battery acid, it can leak into the machine and get onto the PCB, the printed circuit board, and eat away at the traces and get into some of the components, cause a lot of damage. It's not cool. So, but this is cool. It's a nice clean machine. I'm gonna have to grab some batteries so we can test it out here. Oh, I hope it works. I can't remember if it was in great condition or not, but we can always pop in a new belt if we need to. But first, let me show you one of the reasons why I got that. It's right over here. Oh no, it's over here. Am I seeing double? Oh, what's better than one CTR? A double CTR. Choose the right. I mean, cassette tape recorder 75. That's CTR 75. Voice activated cassette tape recorder. I just love it. The way it looks. It's a sexy one. So for these, maybe we'll do some modifications, since we've been talking so much in the group Discord chat about modifying machines. I want to modify these. I always wanted to modify these to have a pitch controller, but I have some PWM pulse width modulation 555 chippy knobbies, and that would be cool to get it to go down to a dead stop. But anyways, thanks Freaky Teddy for bringing me another cassette machine in the mail. Let me get some batteries and test this out. I know you're not supposed to do this, but I got two different kinds of batteries, and they both have juice. I'll take them right out. That's how you get them to explode. You put batteries in that don't have the same charge. I usually use pale blue rechargeable batteries, and I got 6 of them in the Volca. So I have 2 ready to go. I mean, I got a lot of them, but they're not. Lot of stuff going on here. So we're gonna do the dirty. I got Duracell and Energizer. That's bad. I don't imagine they will explode immediately, but if they do, speak now or forever hold your peace. We got Claire in the chat. Welcome back, Claire. Oof, overslept. It's okay. We know you're on the other side of the planet. If you're just joining us now, I unboxed one of these CTR 75 cassette recorders. I got another one over there. So I want to... If I could get a tiny 303 colored DJ mixer to go with these, then I can start... then it would just be me and my monkey DJing tapes on the side of the road. How many batteries does this take? It's going to take 4. Okay. Positive, positive. Keep it positive. Maybe they won't explode if I put both of the same kind on the... we're doing weird stuff here. I just want to know if it'll turn a tape. Please. The last cassette machine I unboxed on my channel on a Tape Tuesday near you was that really super sexy aluminum micro cassette recorder. And it did not turn a tape, even though the guy who sold it to me said that it was in perfect working condition. Liar. And then I messaged the guy afterwards, and you know what? He never responded. So, but I gave him a 5-star review anyway, because I like to be kind. It looks like it's spinning. Let's play our new Dolphin cassette tape loop in the new CTR machine. Isn't that great? It's nice and... It's got a good shape to it, you know? It's very nice. Let's hear it. Ooh, that's loud. It is working. I'm happy to report back to you on that. Yeah, it's at volume 10. It's kind of... Maybe you should check the volume before you fire in. Little warbly. It's harmonizing with Electrified Rain. That's always nice. That might be my warble master there. I suppose... I'm not sure how charged those batteries are, but... I love how it's in perfect harmony with Electrified Rain in the background. Okay. Let's flip the tape. Let's hear the other side. This one would be, I guess, the one with the bass on it. Maybe I'm wrong. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, love all of you freaks. We sure love you, Dolphin. We got Draco in the chat saying, sleek machine. I really like this machine, although I'm not sure if this is a Warble Master or what. It might need a new belt. Most of the times these machines need new belts. Let's try the other one. Now this one, I haven't used it for a long time, and it does have Duracell batteries in it. They were all brand new at the time, so they would have the same charge, but that's a big mistake. Do not leave alkaline batteries in vintage machines. I got one over there that exploded, and I'm sad. I'll do a video on that though, how to fix that. Okay, here's the other one, the twin. I can't tell if that's doing a Warble Master or... It sounds pretty warbly as well. Doesn't sound too... These internal speakers are no good. Should I get a cord? I suppose I could plug it into the Tascam and we could hear it a little bit better. We got an aux cord. I'm not sure if that's going to pull stereo. Ear. I think the ear output might be the one. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. It's Tape Tuesday. We got to do all sorts of tape. This is a preview of Tape Week, my friends. It's going to be me just messing around with all the tape machines I got. Okay, so this is the old one. I got this, I don't know, probably 3 years ago or something. Let's head over to the Tascam. Put some reverb on this. But, let's see. Let's turn the volume all the way down and we'll inch our way up. Okay, let's set this for record so we can hear it. And press. We got this tape in reverse here, so play. I'll give some level on the Tascam. Give some level on the... Not hearing anything. Why is that? Watch your ears, by the way. I can't guarantee that... I can't guarantee that this won't just go firing in. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, is it the earplug? Maybe I got to do this whole thing. Give it the deoxidization method of love. That'll do it sometimes. Let's see, is it... It's definitely playing, but the ear... I'm not getting a level, and I'm not hearing anything at all. That's weird. I got to figure this out if I ever want to use these machines. We are... Oh, you guys, I did this. There's always some kind of mistake. Silly mistake. I'm plugged into track 4, no wonder. That'll do. I'm just going to switch this. Okay. Track 4. That's why. Okay, I'll turn this down again. You got to remember that. You don't want to, you know, blow out your ears or anything. It's not fun. People don't like that. Okay, track 4, we're ready to go. We'll turn these down, and it is playing. Let's turn up some volume here. Yeah, there you go. You can hear it. That's it. Let's give it some reverb, echo. Now, that's the thing with this. It needs to have a pitch control wheel added to it so that we can make dolphins with this. Yeah, that's working as expected, so that's good. I like that. I might have to incorporate this into my Ease show where I can play a soundscape using only one track here, and it's just a lot of tape machines. However many tape machines you can get. Do it! Okay, we'll pull that. That's number 1. We'll set that aside here. And we'll try the one that Freaky Teddy just brought us in the mail. I'll do the... Sometimes it helps to just kind of plug it in, plug it out, plug it in to get any oxidization. That's a lot of tape machines. Okay, let's open this one. Let's get our brand new Dolphin tape out of there. So that's good. That's always been a good machine. I appreciate that one. Okay, Dolphin tape in CTR tape machine 2. Choose the right. Choose the light. Here we go. We'll put it in the same way because I know that there's a difference in the charge of these batteries, but make sure the volume is low. Here we go. These batteries are a little bit more dead, so we'll get a little more flutter, I think. It actually doesn't sound bad at all. It's keeping a pretty steady tone. You can hear the batteries. And I shouldn't mess around with those batteries too much because I don't know how long it takes for alkaline batteries to explode on you. Here's the other side. Let's flip the tape. Great. Now let's just, for those of you just joining us, let's play the Dolphin tape in the Tascam so you can hear the real full power Dolphin voice one more time before I let you all go. Here we go. It's all about dolphins today. I don't think it's Tape Tuesday episode 17, but I'm not sure if 17 is a dolphin-y number or not. If anyone has an opinion on that, what do you think the dolphin number would be? Maybe like 3 because they say ee. That's my guess. Welcome to the family. I'm looking at all these silver twins here. I got I got these twins. I got my Stack Minis right there. I like it. I got my 2 Tascams. You need 2 video mixers. We got Claire in the chat saying, I'm half asleep, so that's perfect, LOL. What's perfect? That we're about ready to sign off for the evening. Big time bustle in chat room today. Kiara in the chat, of course. She's saying 42 for show, because that's the so long and thanks for all the answers of the universe. I see what you did there. The number is, it's 42. We'll have to revisit our Dolphin. I'm sure we'll revisit our Dolphin tape loop extravaganza vibes before episode 42. That's gonna, oh man. That's gonna be, I suppose we could do the math. If I do a Tape Tuesday every week until episode 42, what week would that be? But there will be a curveball in there because I can guarantee you I probably won't do a Tape Tuesday every single one. Yeah, we got Draco in the chat. 42, I concur. Master Tiger. Oh no, it was Master Tiger that said 42. You sneaky tiger. Wild Tiger. I love the Master. I love all you guys, actually. All of my tape heads in the galaxy. Richard in the chat is saying, sometimes things get pushed well beyond their actual value. Japanese collectors often do that on eBay. You're right, but I have seen 303s in pristine condition selling from Japan for very nice price. I gotta get over to Tokyo, man. I would just go nuts over there. I could go with just an empty backpack and maybe a couple changes of clothes. No, screw it. I'll just take the clothes that I'm wearing and I'll just rebuild an entire Electric Archaic studio in Tokyo. That'd be amazing. We would get into mini discs. We would get all the 303s, all the 808s, and Yamaha Tascams, and ooh, I need to get there. I need to go Tokyo. Let's hop on a plane. It's all so cute. It's all so insane. I'm talking about you, Freaky. Okay, I'm just killing time here. What were we gonna do though? Oh, I was gonna show you the Dolphin tape for one last go. It's the brand new Dolphin tape. Let's get some echo. Here we go. Love the Dolphins. If I have to be known for one thing in my life, I want it to be Tape Loop Dolphins. And the crunch. Crunchy bass. So long, and thanks for all the Dolphin tape loops. I love you all, and I love this planet. And I know that you love this planet too. Love your mother. Shout outs to all you freaks in the galaxy. Join us in the after party Discord, community Discord if you wanna. I know a lot of you are already there, but I just dropped down a link in the chat room. That's an invite. Oh, we're talking about all the things. Tape modifications, MTRs, music, everything. Everything that doesn't happen on the show can happen there. Yeah. Well then, Peace and love, everybody. Thanks to everyone who showed up today. I appreciate you all. And just remember, you are the one. And you've got the power to make a better today. Let's stack a bunch of better todays and make a better tomorrow, as Bill Alexander used to say. I think I'll have some fish for lunch here. All these dolphin sounds are making me hungry for fish. All right. Yeah. I don't want to let you go. We got Claire in the chat saying, my 80s friends are like that. LOL. We got Draco in the chat saying, great session. Thank you, Draco, my friend. We also got Draco in the chat saying, EA, you are the tape master. Thank you, my dude. You're welcome. And thank you. I'm glad to be considered the tape master. We got Richard in the chat saying, wasn't there a chap called Huggins? Lots of hugs for all the Huggins out there. Wink, wink. You guys want me to name you all off? I think I can remember. You know who you are. Jeez, that's a lot of people. Maybe we'll do it because once we get to Tape Week, where I have infinite amounts of subscribers, I won't be able to name everyone out. So we'll do it. Thank you, Draco, in the chat. Thank you, Kenneth, in the chat. JJ, my man, in the chat. The Huggins. Kiara in the chat, of course. Claire, right there in the chat. We got Gonzin in the chat. Hen in the chat. Dolphin in the chat. Master Tiger in the chat. Master Tiger's always in the chat. Love you, Master. Richard in the chat. I can't miss anyone. I'd feel so bad if I missed anyone. This is a nice little memory exercise for me because I'm looking at all the names. You guys have been... That's a bustle in chat. I'm only halfway through. Where's Janoki? Where's Liminal? Where's Loose? We're missing a few of the originals. Oh well. With the infamous one. Where are you guys? You were early adopters of the electric archaic freakiness, and I don't see you anymore. Makes me a little bit sad, but it's okay. It is okay. It's not a zoo over here. This is more of an environment. You can come, you can go. Free as can be. We all have a chat room obsession, don't we? It's part of the live stream thing. I gotta give all the love to my chat room. You guys are what makes... You guys are who... What? Oh man, my grammar is broken. That's what happens after 2 hours of talking. You guys make the real go around. Keep it real, everyone. I love y'all. That's it for today. Let me give you a nice fade out. Oh, let's play a song. I'll dig one out. I've got enough songs queued up from previous episodes. What do you want to hear? Jelly Dancers? Any special requests? I don't have the Monosynth Monday tracks, though. I think maybe I can pull out Jelly Dancers. That would be a good one. Since we were hanging out with dolphins, maybe we could hang out with some jelly. Big jellyfish. Took me a while to find that one. I'm going to play you a really special song. This is Jelly Dancers by Key Era and Electric Archaic. It's on the forthcoming album, Caught in Candy. Really I gotta finish that album. It's basically done. I need an artist. I want to find the right album artwork artist for it. Because, I don't know, maybe I'll just have to do that myself too. I'm a real one-man band over here, you guys. It seems like I do everything myself all the time. And that's okay. Try to fade you into Jelly Dancer. This is Jelly Dancers. Gosh, I love this song. With the sights that I prize in my eyes. Thanks once again, everybody. Catch you next week for Tape Tuesday, of course. Everlasting light and love in the chat room. Once again, I love you all, and I love this planet. And I know that you love this planet too. One more time. Love your mother. Gotta love your mother. Gotta love your father as well, too. Mother Earth, Father Son. You know that you're the one. Oh, that works. I like that. I've been trying to work on my segue between those two catchphrases for a while now, and I think I got it. Love your mother. Love one another. It's all about the love. Give me some love in the chat room. Give me a like and subscribe, too, of course, if you haven't already and you had fun today. Ooh, what else do I need to say? We're done. And you're the one. Okay. Keep an eye out. I want to do a pop-up ease show, I think. I don't know if it'll have a theme. I might just play. I just want to do it. I want to get better at the ease show. For ya. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be a lot of fun.